Good afternoon, fourth grade. Today we're going to continue reading in our text, The Red Pyramid, and we're going to start with chapter 5. Before we get started, we have a quick write. It says, how have Sadie and Carter changed since the beginning of the novel? So you can think about how their setting has changed. You can think about what new skills that they've learned. You can think about what new information they've learned about themselves. Press pause to write down your answer and play when you're ready for the focus question. The focus question for today is, how does working with Thoth affect Carter and Sadie's journey? We want to be able to explain how supporting characters like Thoth contribute to the plot of the story. Our vocabulary words are cache, and that is a collection of items. It's usually hidden. So this would be a place where you would hide a cache. Number 2 is eerie, and that's a place that makes you feel uneasy or frightened. And so this house is giving off an eerie feeling. And the third one is deceit. That's when you try to deceive or lie to someone. And so we can tell this person is lying because their nose is growing, just like in the story Pinocchio. They're trying to deceive the other person. Go ahead and turn the page and open up in your text to chapter 5, and we're going to be using our CSPS strategy. We're at the top of the page in the black letters that let us know the setting. It's December 27th, Memphis, Tennessee, on Osiris's birthday. Now we're in the blue narration. Memphis hadn't gotten word that it was winter. The trees were green and the sky was brilliant blue. Now Sadie's narration. I managed to change back into human form on the plane. I done it by imagining Mum alive, us walking down Oxford Street together, gazing in the shop windows and talking and laughing. The kind of ordinary day we never gotten to share. An impossible wish, I know, but it had been powerful enough to remind me of who I was. Let's keep reading on the next page. We'd insisted Bass not borrow a car this time, so she agreed to rent one as long as we got a convertible. I didn't ask where she'd gotten the money, but soon we were cruising through the mostly deserted streets of Memphis with our BMW's top down. If I know Thoth, he'll find a center of learning, a library perhaps, or a cache of books in a magician's tomb. Maybe we could try the University of Memphis. Dad did a talk there one time. It should be pretty close. A few minutes later, we were strolling through the campus of a small college. It was eerily quiet except for the sound of a ball echoing on concrete. We passed the athletic fields and spotted 5 players in the middle of an intense game of pickup basketball. Baboons, the sacred animal of Thoth. We must be in the right place. Is that a Lakers jersey? And then he slam dunks. Khufu! Khufu says you smell like flamingos. You speak Babonese? Ask him where he's been all this time. Alright, we'll stop right there because we have information about our character and setting. We know that Carter and Sadie are at the University of Memphis, and they're visiting Set because they want to know how to defeat Set. They're visiting Thoth because they want to know how to defeat Set. In box 1A, you would write, Carter and Sadie went to visit Thoth at the University of Memphis to get advice about how to defeat Set. Press pause to write down your answer and play when you're ready for the setting. We'll write down the quote from the next page for the character, but for the setting in box 2A, we would write, Carter and Sadie are in Memphis visiting Thoth at a university on Osiris's birthday, December 27th. Press pause to write down your answer and play when you're ready for the quote. And we write down this quote that's in black letters. December 27th, Memphis, Tennessee, Osiris's birthday. Press pause to write down your answer and play when you're ready to keep reading. Let's go ahead and turn the page. We're at the top of the page. Arg, arg, arg. Khufu says he returned to the mansion and found it destroyed. Afterward, he came here to Memphis. Baboons are under Thoth's protection after all. I thought Thoth was the god of knowledge. Baboons are very wise animals. They're not cats, mind you, but yes, very wise. Khufu will take you to the professor. You're not coming with us? Thoth doesn't get along with goddesses. I'll find you when you get out. Good luck. Khufu led us to a deserted science building. Inside we found a row of professors' offices. Only one was open. Enter, please. Never mind the moving boxes. The baboons have been helping me relocate to a new headquarters down the river. Soon Memphis will be a true center of learning. Would you believe this university doesn't offer majors in leechcraft or astrology? Shocking. Horus, Isis, I see you found new bodies. We're not. Oh, I see. Trying to share the body, eh? Don't think I'm fool for a minute, Isis. I know you're in charge. We're Carter and Sadie Kane. Your Thoth, I take it? That's what the Greeks call me. My Egyptian name is Tahuti, also called Jehuti. I assure you, in ancient Egyptian, it's a perfectly fine name. What can I help you with today? Nut told us you could help us defeat Set. You have the nerve to ask for help after last time? We'll stop right there because we have the quote for the character. We have evidence that supports that Carter and Sadie want Thoth to help them defeat Set. So we'd write this quote in box 1B. Nut told us you could help us defeat Set. Press pause to write down your answer for 1B and play when you're ready to keep reading. On this page, we're going to listen for the problem. We're at the bottom of the page. Last time, to avenge his father Osiris's murder, Horus challenged Set to a duel. The winner would become king of the gods. The battle almost destroyed the world, which put me in a spot of trouble because one of my jobs is to maintain the balance between order and chaos. It couldn't have been that bad. Set stabbed out Horus's eye. Ouch. Yes, and I replaced it with a new eye made of moonlight, the Eye of Horus, your famous symbol. You may be the blood of the pharaohs, but Horus is reckless. And as for Isis, well, we'll stop right there because we have information about the problem. In box 3A, we would write, Thoth is still mad at Horus for almost destroying the world when he fought Set to try to avenge his father Osiris's death. Press pause to write down your answer and play when you're ready for the quote. And we will write down this quote in the bottom, on the bottom row, that says, the battle almost destroyed the world, which put me in a spot of trouble because one of my jobs is to maintain the balance between order and chaos. Press pause to write down the quote and play when you're ready to keep reading. Go ahead and turn the page and we're going to listen out for the solution. We're at the top of the page. I can contain her. I wouldn't be so sure. As Isis told you, she was the reason Set turned against Ma'at in the first place. She exiled his master, our first king Ra, and put her husband Osiris in charge. Ra, the sun god, he just got old and decided to leave the earth. Isis forced him to leave. She used Ra's secret name against him. secret name like Bruce Wayne? Everything in creation has a secret name. To know a being's secret name is to have power over that creature. Why would Ra agree to give her his secret name then? So she could heal him. Ra had been bitten by a poisonous snake, and only Isis's magic could assuage his pain. Little did Ra know it that Isis had put the snake in his path to begin with. She had fashioned the serpent from the sun god's own drool, stolen secretly while he slept. Set, who had been a loyal lieutenant of Ra, could not bear to see Osiris become king, or Isis's deceit. They became mortal enemies, and here we are 5 millennia later, still fighting that war, all because of Isis. Thoth is just jealous. It wasn't my fault. I would never do something like that. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you do anything to save your family, even if it upset the balance of the cosmos? You have to believe me. I'm in control, Sadie, and we need your help. Set is about to destroy North America, possibly the world. You said you care about balance. Will you help us or not? So we'll stop right there because we have more information about Thoth and Isis. In box 4, we would write, Thoth blames Isis for Set turning against Ma'at. Press pause to write down your answer and play when you're ready for the quote. You would write down this quote at the top of the page. Has Isis told you she was the reason Set turned against Ma'at in the first place? Press pause to write down your answer and play when you're ready for the paragraph. Alright, we're going to read the rest of the page and then you're going to start your paragraph. We're at the top of the page. You are in trouble, so let me ask, why do you think your father put you in this position? Why did he release the gods? I almost said to bring Mum back, but I didn't believe that anymore. My mom saw the future, something bad was coming. She and Dad thought the only way to stop it was to release the gods. Even though using the gods is against the law of the House of Life, a law that I convinced Iskandar to make, by the way. My mom convinced Iskandar that the law was wrong. Maybe he couldn't admit it publicly, but whatever is coming is so bad, gods and mortals are going to need each other. Very well. Let's see if you act as well as you talk. If you can prove to me that you truly have control of your gods, that you're not simply repeating the same old patterns, I will help you. A test? We accept. Maybe being homeschooled, Carter didn't realize that a test is normally a bad thing. What sort of test? There is an item of power I require from a magician's tomb if I am to be of help. Bring it to me without using godly magic. I will provide the portal. Baz said we can't summon portals during the demon days. Mortals can't, but a god of magic can. We'll stop right there and you can turn the page to your paragraph. How does Thoth's character influence what happens to Carter and Sadie? And so you need to talk about how Thoth doesn't believe Carter and Sadie are actually in control of their bodies because of his past experiences with Horus and Isis.